Hello and welcome in today. My name is Sean Clearwater with Full Focus Financial, and today we're going to be talking about the different metrics that 401k plans or other qualified retirement plans can be measured by. As an advisor, I've got the ability to utilize some of the tools and some of the public information thanks to the 5500 form that gets filed for this or any one retirement plan. It is public knowledge and it is accessible by the public. And there are a number of different tools that help disseminate the information that's in that long form, and more cases than not, that give us a lot of insight into how well that plan is performing in comparison to its peers. And when I say peers, I mean that similarly sized plans, because many would argue that it's unfair to compare how a very small plan that maybe has 5 employees and $1 million in it to a plan that has 100,000 employees and $3 billion in it. But they all can be measured based on the same metrics. Their values and their score in each category just may vary. So when we're comparing and doing a little bit of research on a plan to determine how well it compares to others, we are keeping that in mind. We're making sure that it's apples to apples and not apples to oranges. So some of the key metrics that we look at are administrative fees. We can see what percent, what number or what the fee is that's being charged to the plan from an administrative standpoint, and how that compares to other plans and what they pay for administrative fees. We look for all of these, and they'll be assigned a different score on a value of 1 to 100, with 1 being the worst and 100 being the best. So being average would be right at a 50. And what we're looking for are all plans to be in that 75 to 80 percentile range. I don't expect any plan to be perfect. You will have outliers, but we're always looking for opportunities to tune up plans, make small changes that can make big differences, especially over time. So one category that we look at, again, is administrative fees. The next one that we would look at would be contributions, whether they're from the participants or from the employer. So the company that is the sponsor of the plan, we can see how much the company itself is contributing to the participants' accounts, and we can see what value the participants are contributing to the plan. Low participation and low contributions are commonly an indication of minimal education and awareness of the plan existing and the opportunity to help save for retirement. One of the things that we have identified as a key gap in this space from an education standpoint is the fact that many are unaware of something referred to as the saver's credit. It's an opportunity for there to be a tax credit on an individual's return that will give them a credit back for contributing to a retirement plan. So if we're seeing low participation, more often than not, these participants are not aware of the Savers credit. So it's a great opportunity for education and for awareness that will increase participation and increase the score in that regard. Employer contributions are always a bit of a gamble in regard to the type of business that they're in. But it's an opportunity for a business owner to help round out the benefits package that they offer to their employees. If they're able to contribute to their employees' retirement plan, it shows dedication and commitment to their employees, and it gives people a reason to come to the company. So it's an attraction tool, but it's also a really valuable retention tool. So keeping employees working at the company that they've been at is important, and it's valuable, because being able to maintain employees is one of the biggest struggles that we're seeing employers have this day and age. So administrative fees, employer and employee participation in the plan. And then another metric that we look at is we're able to tell how many what are referred to as terminated employees still have money in the plan. This is an important statistic because it's an indication of how well managed the plan is from an administrative standpoint. Ideally, what we want to see are that there are 0 terminated employees that have money inside the plan. The reason this is important is because there's a compliance requirement to stay in touch with participants that have money inside the plan. And if you have previous employees that have money in the plan, you no longer have their current contact information because they don't work for you anymore. So it becomes more and more difficult, especially as time goes on, to keep track of those employees and ensure that you're meeting compliance requirements of keeping disclosures and other information in front of them that are the responsibilities of plan sponsors and the fiduciaries associated with your retirement plan. And so this is just another opportunity for improvement. There are ways for us to help facilitate the transition of moving people that are no longer employees that have money inside a plan. We can help transition them out, and that'll just help improve the overhead and the operational drag on the human resources team, and reduce compliance issues that may arise down the road, especially if this problem gets ignored. Another metric that we look at that is assigned a score is the performance of the plan. So how well have the investments performed inside of your retirement plan in comparison to your peer retirement plans? And this is something I've referred to in previous videos where if you're paying above average in fees, I, as an advisor and an outsider looking at the quality of your plan, I'm going to expect to see that you have above average performance and a number of other metrics that are performing better than average. So if you're paying more than average in fees, I hope you're getting more than average contributions and participation in the plan. And I hope to see that you have higher than average performance inside the plan. But more often than not, we're seeing the opposite, where the people that we're sitting down to do these education sessions and review sessions for are in a position where they're paying more than average in administrative fees and they're getting less than average in everything else. Whether it be contributions and participation in the plan, or whether it be that they have a large number of terminated employees on the plan, and if they have less than average performance in the plan. So being able to identify all of these areas as opportunities and things that you can do to help improve your plan requires a lot of time and energy. And we are very sensitive to the amount of time that it takes away from your core business and your day-to-day activities, whether you're the owner of the business or whether you're a CFO or CEO or COO. Any C-level executive that's responsible for benefits in one way, shape, or form is going to be sensitive to the amount of energy it takes to make a change to something that they aren't aware that they even need to change. So again, what we start with is just an education opportunity. It's to let them know where they stand and how they compare to others in this space and what the opportunities are to improve this plan. And sometimes these can be very, very, very low resistance activities where we can make small changes that can make really big differences. And they can be minimal to no effort as far as the time expense to make these adjustments and to entertain improvements to a retirement plan that likely has sat on the shelf to check a box to make sure that you have one, but really taking advantage of what it can do for employee morale and retention and attraction opportunities is what we really try to highlight and make a larger awareness revolve around. So that's it for today. Please add your questions and comments in the comment section below. Click the link below the video for more information, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks very much.